Have you ever felt a little shy in a situation? Or even maybe associate yourself as being shy? Well, I think a majority of us have, but perhaps the extent of shyness is what matters. We all have a common characteristic trait of being a little quiet and timid sometimes, but extreme shyness, especially in public, can hold you back in life. Shyness will prevent you from communicating effectively, defending yourself, voicing your opinions, and even defending those whom you care about. Sometimes, shy people are even mistaken for being snobby. Shyness can be described as a chronic nervousness, often accompanied with the inability to communicate effectively, especially with strangers or in a crowd situation. Sometimes it's confused with being introverted. But being introverted is the characteristic of being stimulated by internal thoughts and feelings, rather than external events. It's possible to be an introvert, but not shy. In case you're not sure if you're simply reserved or shy, here are a few things to consider. Do people keep reintroducing themselves to you because they never remember your name or ever meeting you? Are you always waiting on other people to start a conversation to kill the silence? Do you slow your pace a bit when walking in a group to avoid being the leader? Do you feel nervous when your friends leave you alone with strangers? Do you prefer to keep to the corners when you attend a party? If you responded yes to all the questions above, then you're probably shy. The good news is that it is entirely possible to overcome shyness, because if you don't, you may end up missing out on life-changing opportunities. Here are a few methods that you can apply to help you overcome shyness. First, don't continuously label yourself as a shy person. Telling people that you are shy will only reinforce the shyness. While there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're shy to yourself, there's no need to tell the rest of the world. If someone around you brings up your shyness, speak of it lightly in a casual tone, instead of being frightened. Prove to yourself and to others that you have nothing to be embarrassed about. Part of being shy comes with a lack of confidence. The fact that you don't believe in yourself will always prevent you from expressing your thoughts. And as you know, conversations need ideas and opinions. Therefore, the second step is believing that your ideas are just as important as anyone else's. Build up the confidence to not only voice your opinion, but also defend it. You can start off by noting down what you're good at and appreciating it. It doesn't matter how small it seems, because it's the small wins that count. Once you're able to appreciate yourself for who you are, you will have an easy time displaying confidence. The third step is noting when you're being nervous, and instead of rewarding it, resist it. As a shy person, you're more inclined to avoid social gatherings and disappear from them altogether. As you work towards eliminating shyness, learn to stay in social gatherings. Walking away from people is not a solution. You need to inform your brain that shyness can be overcome and that it's not an emergency. Even if you don't talk to anyone, learning to be comfortable in a crowd is a step in the right direction. Once you're comfortable around people, you can proceed to the next step. The fourth step is learning to embrace small talk. It's common to find shy people avoiding conversations, often insisting that they're unnatural or disingenuous. The reality is that besides your family, a majority of the people you know were once strangers. Part of creating friends and getting into deeper conversations means that you have to start out with the simple ones. Asking how a person's doing, how they know the host, or even what they do for a living is a simple way to warm up to a person. Start a conversation with a stranger today, and with time, you'll find it easier to hold conversations for even longer periods. Once you're able to construct full sentences, you'll realize that talking to strangers isn't that hard. Shy people have a tendency to replay embarrassing moments in their heads. Therefore, the fifth step in overcoming shyness is to quit playing out previous awkward moments in your head. No, you won't mispronounce that word you mispronounced in high school. You won't fall over when you walk in your heels. No one's going to laugh at you when you start speaking. When you talk confidently, people will pay attention. Resist the urge to imagine yourself failing and cultivate encouraging thoughts within yourself. Remember that everything you're saying doesn't have to be accurate or correct, but you need to say it to initiate a conversation. Once you've mastered the courage to talk to and be around people, try treating interactions like a sport as the sixth step. Take note of the improvements you make every time. Maybe the first time you managed to stay through an entire party. Reward yourself, because that's a win. Maybe you talked to one person today and managed to mumble a hello. Or you decided to talk to a lady and asked her out. You chose to approach your boss to pitch an idea. Each of these choices deserves to be celebrated. Another important and perhaps overlooked step towards overcoming shyness is choosing your relationships. Yes, the people you keep around you could be reinforcing the shyness within you, knowingly or unknowingly. Stay away from bullies or teasers, especially those that enjoy embarrassing you in public. Instead, seek warm and encouraging friends that will praise you, pat your back, and also participate in your conversations when they see you struggling. Lastly, learn to observe your surroundings, because you will recognize that you're not alone. There will be those that keep to themselves. There are others that will struggle with conversations, but at the end of it all, it means that they're trying. Shyness is not a strength, but it's also not the end of your world. You are capable of improving your social skills, boosting your confidence, and learning how to speak out without being pointed at. It's all a matter of practice and patience. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please share it and leave a like below. You can also check out some of our other videos by clicking on these end screens. With that said, peace.